Management Technology of Ghaziabad for this digital marketing certificate program, which we'll be describing today. We're very honored to have three of the distinguished faculty members here, and we will introduce them shortly. Fair warning, if my Zoom connection becomes unstable, I may drop off and then drop back on, but that won't end the webinar until. So with that said, we're going to talk about today digital marketing careers, then we'll talk about what this program offers you in that regard, how it gets you job ready, and moves you through enrollment steps, and I'll describe a bonus offer you receive for being here at this webinar today. We'll do a Q&A with the professors, and along the way I'll be asking a couple of poll questions of the audience, more toward the middle and end of the seminar here. Our guides today are Professor Sandip Mukhopadhyay, Professor Bindu Gupta, and Professor Subhojit Sengupta of IMT Ghaziabad. And welcome, professors.
Thank you, Stuart.
Okay, and let's move into careers in digital marketing. So, I think Professor Sandip, if you'd like to speak to this.
Thanks, Stuart. First of all, welcome to all of you for attending this webinar. So basically what we are saying that digital economy is basically replacing traditional economy, and every part of the business is going through digital transformations. So like be it the sales, marketing, customer services, and all aspect of sales and marketing and going through it. So one can say there are multiple reasons for it. Like in India, we know there are huge penetration of 4G and the data. Then there are platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, Zomato, who creates basically huge amount of data for analysis, which also connect the buyers and the sellers. And it is not only benefiting the seller, but you can see that the customers or the consumers are also getting empowered. Like we do not need to depend on what the company says, but we basically work on the word of mouth of other users, like who has visited one restaurant or any resort and others. So that is basically empowering the consumers also. So let's conclude this slide by saying that so every organization need a digital footprint, and the great organizations are doing omni-channel, like they're trying to integrate their physical and digital experience. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Professor. Stuart, I think I should take it forward. So thank you. So let's talk about, there are how has digital marketing opened up many skills for in today's environment. Today, you'll find a lot of companies are offering special skill, you can say managerial lines where skills of digital marketing are required, right? You have SEO analyst, email manager, you have a digital marketing manager, you have a digital advertiser, you have AdWord manager. So you have different kind of, you have social media strategists, social media managers, you have different kinds of careers coming up in this area, right? And that's why it is important. And moreover, it's not only about the companies, to some extent digital marketing is very much required for us, for an individual as well. So you need to know. So in digital marketing, we also talk about, so see, we are all aware about how brands have developed over the ages, right? What brands are doing. But have you ever thought that you are also creating your own brand, right? You are creating a space for something called as personal branding. And that's you are doing through LinkedIn, via LinkedIn, right? So you are creating. So in today's terms, visibility is one of the very important aspects that is very much required in the digital space. And when users are online, brands are online, companies are online, everything is online. So somewhere or the other, you need to be visible in that, clutter of information as well. So how you cut, deep into that, cut the clutter and make yourself visible is very important. So definitely, Starting with digital marketing manager. Digital marketing manager is an overall hierarchical umbrella where you have different. It's not only restricted to any one specific, but all digital activities that a firm intakes, right, in order to create its online presence. Maybe it's social media platforms, maybe it's B2B businesses platforms like LinkedIn and all. Maybe it's how it's working on its different analytics, how it's understanding its analytics, what needs to be done, what need not to be done, what goes for the company, what doesn't go for the company. Accordingly, digital marketing manager takes a control of all of these. Talk, excuse me. Talking about email marketing managers are very much into, you must have seen these days curated emails come to your picture and into your inboxes, and without even you opening emails, you see, the message gets delivered. So how is the subject line being designed, what is the pictures that are being uploaded, what are the social media handles that are being, tagged in the email. So all these are how the information is being created. You must have heard about, mad over marketing. So if you are a marketing enthusiast, you must be aware about mad over marketing and how mad over marketing does its, a digital marketing campaign. So mad over marketing, within every week, they send out something called as an email which is termed as chitti. So they know that the Indian consumer base is very much towards something, can relate to something as a chitti, and you will be seeing that, a list of what's happening in the digital space, mad over marketing do sense. Okay, so that's a kind of a, email marketing. That's the job of an email marketing manager. Content marketing manager. Now, in today's times, talk about anything. Okay, you, whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing on social media, you're clicking pictures, you're capturing pictures, you're uploading your case studies, mark sheets, whatever, these are all forms of content, right? So content marketing manager has a huge task to do, and in today's times, we can say, content is the king, right? We, as we all know, without relevant content, consumers are not going to be attracted towards you, and the content has to be consistent over the period of time, right? So then only you must be hearing different kind of stand-up comedians like Kusha Kapila, you can say, and there are many more like that, right? So what kind of content needs to be kept out, and there are different kinds and different emotions attached to contents, right? Anger, happiness, humor. So how are these content actually, catering to the business, and how do brands relate with this content, how do consumers relate with the content? So that's why if you are a fan of say mad over marketing, you would be finding different kinds of Instagram posts they are coming up with, and definitely people are keeping on following them, right? So therefore it's very much importantly required that you deliver the right kind of content to your right kind of audience. So this is the job of a content manager. Social media strategist, which social media platforms to use, when to use, what is the right time to use, all these are strategized by the social media manager, right? uh, Even when you talk about content is a big part of social media, as well as within social media also, what kind of hashtags you're using, what kinds of platforms you're using, what is your audience actually looking for. So that's very much, and social media is something where you're not intrigued, or you're not looking for actually a lot of information, right? Where you are somewhere where it's your relaxation time that you're browsing your social media. So a light-hearted note of providing you a information, or a very subtle way of providing an information might work over there, rather than giving you, a bunch of a lot of information. So how do you curate your information dissemination process is a part of a social media strategies. Digital advertising, talk about, different kinds of digital ads they are coming into the picture. So how much budget to be spent on digital advertising, what kind of digital advertising to be done? Should you be doing a search engine advertising, or should you be doing a display advertising? Should you be doing, app advertising? Should you be doing mobile advertising? All these are taken into consideration as a part of digital advertising. And within digital advertising, how much should you be paying for that, right? So budget is one of the major constraint. Curating different kinds of digital ads. Ads you will be finding are very engaging in their content. Okay, PPC, marketing planner. So how much, for what type? So PPC stands for pay per click. So a campaign runs different kinds of campaigns running by in different digital platforms. by different brands. So what is the time period of the campaign to be run? What are the different kinds of, so analyzing those audiences who are clicking on the content, how much, which websites they are clicking from, which websites to position those content, to position those ads. These are all part of your PPC marketing planner. E-commerce managers, different kinds of e-commerce websites are available in today's time. So which kind of products to be, which kinds of products by which kind of brands to be available in different websites, right? And how can you will be seeing, retargeting ads coming up. So once you have visited Amazon, or you have visited Nika per se, and you have seen certain kinds of products, you will be definitely seeing those products suggestions, or based on your purchase pattern onto your social media platforms, okay, to make you convert more and more. So these are all parts of e-commerce manager. What are the different kinds of, what is the consumer behavior actually in e-commerce platforms? These are all part of, e-commerce manager. Website marketing manager, so the, as we know that the website of an organization is one of the, very critical aspects, and website has to load within 2 seconds of, if the, if the company aspires to be on the top. And within the website also, there are different kinds of analytics involved, like how much people are having bounce rate, how much people are spending time on the, where are people clicking more. So all these activities have to be taken care by the website marketing manager. What is the website structure? How does it flow? How does it link with other websites, so which is called as backlink? So how does that work? So those are all part of, website marketing manager. And somewhere or the other, SEO analyst also has, is responsible for the website to rank higher in the search engine result page, be it the Google search engine result page, which is the one of the, 99% of the dominant in the market space, while other search engine results are also there, right? Even so, how does the website rank higher and higher? Because, as you might know that, nobody remembers the person who comes second, right? So it's also always has to be the top one. So it's the job of the SEO analyst to make utilization of certain keywords matching the relevance of the users who are searching for that specific keyword to the content available on the website. So, and make sure that the website, that the user finds valuable insights from the website. So that has also to be taken care of. So all these are somewhere or the other interrelated to each other. However, it's they can be even separated with each other, and they work in coordination with each other. Digital marketing manager takes care of, all these digital, techniques, or all these digital you can digital lines are actually okay. So I hope I'm able to make sense to all of you. We'll take up questions further. Okay, so over to you, Stuart. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, I just explains this as well. Yeah, within
right,
the, yeah.
exactly. So I just wanted to make the point that for all of these different roles, and for whichever one you might choose as a specialization for yourself, it's important to understand all of the skills so that you can interact with your peers in digital marketing and coordinate your part of the picture with everyone else's. So it's important to have that broad range in the sense of developing T-shaped skills where you have the broad range of knowledge and then can specialize in your particular area. So let's ask a question. Wait for my computer to respond properly. Second. This question is, what is stopping you from taking, what has stopped you up to this point from taking digital marketing certification? Because we know everyone in the audience here today is interested in digital marketing as a career area, but you haven't necessarily taken that step yet. So let us know what concerns you've had when you've looked at other programs, and I'll close this poll in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops. The main question or concern people have had today is that they feel they wouldn't get practical exposure, practical experience that they could use to demonstrate their new skills. So we'll talk about that in the description of this program. And this program is the digital marketing program from IMT Ghaziabad. It is a 5-month completely online program, and it's powered by Meta. So Professor Gupta, did you want to go ahead and address this a bit?
Yeah, thank you, Stuart. Welcome to this webinar. I'm Professor Bindu Gupta. I'm a professor of HR and OB area at IMT Ghaziabad. I'm not teaching in this program, but I'm the program co-coordinator. So I would like to share something about IMT Ghaziabad. Okay, so IMT Ghaziabad is an institute which is around more than 40-year-old institute, established in 1980, and it has been consistently ranked among the top 15 business school in India. Okay. Also, IMT has a different accreditation from the international organizations like ASSB, SCQS, and also we have a national accreditation like NBA. Okay. And the institute is really known for its curriculum, and we have won different accolades from the different platforms. Okay. And what we do at IMT, we ensure we have a diverse portfolio of faculty in terms of the gender, in terms of the maybe geographical representation, in terms of the industry and academia. And at present, we have more than 60 faculty members at IMT Ghaziabad. And most of the faculty publish in the reputed journals at the global level. And we also do a lot of training program, a lot of consultancy from many public and private sector organizations like Maruti, Damodar Valley, NSPC, and to name just to name few. Okay, IMT mainly offer postgraduate program, and we offer program like digital marketing, finance, operations, and HR, and also we offer program for the working executive like you. Okay, so some program are the full-time program, and some program are like with the technology partners like Simplilearn, and we do offer these programs. Okay, and we really pride that we have alumni who are at the key different positions in different organizations, and many of them have leadership positions in the known organizations at the national and the international platforms. Okay. And to all the candidates who do the program with IMT Ghaziabad, like you, we also get we give the associate alumni status to them. Okay, so we welcome to this program, and if you would like to know more about IMT, of course, we'll be updating about this. This is from my side, Stuart. Thank you to be this webinar.
Thank you. And so now that you have the context of the organization that offers it, and I'll just mention that Simplilearn, as Professor said, is a delivery partner where we make this content available to you through our platform. It's a fully online platform, and it allows you to do all of your live classes for the program online so that you don't need to travel anywhere, but you can access them from your desktop or laptop device. Other than the live classes, which are on at scheduled times, the rest of the activities in the program can be done at any time, 24/7 on your schedule. So it's very flexible and fits in with almost everybody's work schedule if you're a working professional. The curriculum, which we'll discuss in a bit, is very comprehensive, covers all of the skills and roles that discussed earlier. And at the end of the process, you receive a professional certificate from IMT Ghaziabad. So this attests that you have completed all of the core curriculum. You have the ability to take any electives, including master classes with not just faculty, but industry leaders who come in from outside roles and present lectures monthly. You have hands-on case study projects, which you do on the same platform, so you don't need to switch to a different platform or download anything special to accomplish that. You perform a capstone project, which becomes the highlight of your personal portfolio of experience. Along the way, as you do your projects, you're building a portfolio of experience, and that culminates in the capstone project, which we'll discuss in a bit. You also take modules that qualify you to take the meta exam for Certified Digital Marketing Associate, which is an independent certification from Meta, and you can achieve associate alumni status when you complete the program. So we'll talk about the Meta advantage. The program includes Ask Me Anything sessions by Meta and a master session by Meta experts. And then, as I mentioned, you receive a voucher which allows you to take the certification exam. The program also prepares you to succeed at that exam. So that's an additional benefit of this program. We talk about the prerequisites, and this is a postgraduate type of program in the sense that you must have a bachelor's degree, but it can be in any discipline. It's not restricted to a business degree or a marketing degree or a technology degree. You can come in from any background, although it is desirable that you have digital marketing understanding or experience. It is not required. It is required, however, that you have 2 years of work experience in some formal work environment so that you have an understanding of how organizations work and how digital marketing can fit into their business cycle. So with that said, I will ask this question, which is, how much experience do you have in the members of the audience here? So, watching the poll. And we'll just leave this open for another 10 seconds because it's pretty straightforward. So I will close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have about a third of our audience are people who are still working on their degree. For that part of our audience, this program, you're a little bit premature for this program, but for the folks who are in the working world and have at least 2 years of experience, this is a great program for you. So let's continue. And we'll discuss how this program prepares you. So we build up your capabilities step by step. And there's a set of core courses within the program. Then there's a set of electives that allow you to look at other specialties. The program begins with a program induction, which is simply an orientation to the digital platform and what the curriculum will include, what's expected of you in terms of attendance and completing projects. And then you move into the basic digital marketing. So Professor Subhojit, would you like to discuss this?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Stuart. Yeah. So as Stuart suggested, you have a product program induction, and then you start with the introduction to digital marketing. In introduction to digital marketing, we give you a brief idea about what is expected for this course from this course and how this course will be taking forward to you. Okay. Then we have a SEO module in which you will be taken through the different tricks and techniques and tactics to that are utilized in SEO. That even with SEO there's something called as white hat SEO and black hat SEO. So you will be understanding the differences between white hat SEO and black hat SEO, right? So even with how ethically also, which is called as the white hat SEO, how ethically also you can make an effort towards your ranking your website higher and higher in the Google search engine results page. Okay, so that's a part of SEO. And these days pretty much every company has an SEO specialist and works on SEO. Okay, so SEO is being very much optimized by each and every brands these days. The second comes your PPC, which is the pay per click. So within the pay per click module, you'll be covering the digital display ads as well as the search ads. So how a search ad is being made, what creatives, what kind of content should the search ad have. how much of information to give. How much of information, if you remember, if you show search something on the search engine result page, you will see a limited amount of information which you can skim through and make a decision on whether you want to click on this website and go further or dig deeper, you want to get much more insights on this or not, or you want to go to the next one, right? So how much of the search results, what content should be included in that, is has to be taken into consideration. You decide on that. Display ads, what kind of pictures, what kind of information within the display ad should be there. Where are the websites that you can publish your display ads? Which websites matches with the product or the service offered? Okay, all these activities, how a display ad is being made, so all these activities are taken care in the pay-per-click module. Okay, the social media marketing module, you'll be taking through Facebook ads. Okay, first of all, it will be talking about the different kinds of social media platforms, their importances, how different kinds of social media platform works, and for which kind of audiences and which kind of content. Okay, so all these will be taken care of. And then you talk about how a Facebook ad is being made, what is the procedure of Facebook ad, how you can include and exclude certain demographics and all, how a LinkedIn ads or advertisements on LinkedIn works. So all these will be taken care of within the Facebook also. Like as you might know that these days, right, that your Instagram is also being a part of Facebook only, right? Instagram powered by Facebook, you always see whenever you open the Instagram app, right? So majority of your Facebook ads, majority of your Instagram ads are also being a part of your Facebook ads, so they are run by the Facebook ad manager, right? So you can utilize those analytics you'll be talking you. So one of the important aspect of web analytics is to understand your audience, right? So it's not about running ad and keep on running ads and keep spending your budgets, right? You have to also analyze, you have to also understand, right, that what is your actually, how is your audience actually behaving, whether they are having much more higher bounce rate, whether they are having much more spending much more time on that. So all these are taken care into web analytics. Marketing analytics will also be taking care of how the product and the brand actually takes into consideration with the website or the social media analytics. So these all will be part of your marketing analytics, where they'll be talking about how to understand consumer behavior and what else could be done in order to have much more value from the digital marketing perspective. And then at the finally, you will be having a digital marketing capstone project. All these modules will be running. You will be simultaneously working on your project as well. And in between, if you have any questions, they will be also be resolved by the faculty who will be taking these separate modules. So,
Yeah,
and
and
yes,
I just wanted to mention that when
yes.
you look at the list of electives along the right-hand side, these electives are all included in the price of the program. So it's not a matter of adding on an elective at an additional cost. These are all available to you at your discretion. So based on your level of interest in each of these areas and your time availability, you can choose to engage in as many of these as you want. And we certainly, especially recommend that you engage in the MetaMaster session and the Digital Leader Master classes, because these will bring you perspectives from industry that are difficult to get elsewhere. So, thank you, Professor, for that overview. And as you can see, the other electives cover a number of different other specializations. So this is one way you can tailor the program to your own interests and needs. And again, tools and platforms that you'll use. I don't know, Professor, if you wanted to comment on this in terms of how people will use these during the program in the different projects and case studies that they do. But folks will be using all of these and not just learning about them, but actually getting hands-on experience with them as you go through the different modules, and appropriately use these in the projects that you do within each course. So at the end of the process, when you list these skills and tools on your resume, you will have practical examples to be able to show from your portfolio. And that's very important. And then I think, Professor Subhojit, if you'd like to talk again about the capstone project and how this ties everything together, because this is a chance to elaborate on that a bit.
The capstone project, yeah, am I audible? Yeah.
Yes.
So the capstone project is, whatever the learnings that you have from each modules, right? That will be, you would be able to apply that in the capstone project. Learners can, base capstone project on the industry. So whichever industry you are working, you can select, you can create your own, problem from there, and then you can try and working on that, right? They will be having real world data sets or with virtual labs and hands-on learning. So even with, as Stuart just mentioned, you will be working on different kinds of platforms like SEMrush, Uber Suggest. So different kinds of digital platforms which are already available to you at your fingertips. So you will be utilizing that in order to understand much more about businesses, right? And while these modules are already running with you, you can, try hands-on on different kinds of websites, check out your competitors in your industry and see how they are doing, right? So that will be as a part of, you can always come up and ask questions about that and get much more take much more from the course. And definitely that will help you in enriching your experience about, digital marketing. Yeah.
And thank you for that again. So it's important to know that when you're doing the capstone project, you're working in conjunction with your instructors so that they're keeping track of you and advising you on a weekly basis as you go through the program. So just want to mention the learning environment. You use this one interface, one platform to manage your curriculum. It'll show you what classes constitute your program, how to enroll in each one, how to unlock access to the next one in the program once you finish the one you're in. It gives you the live virtual classroom environment. It allows you to do your tests, assessments, and projects, including that all-important capstone project, on the same platform so that all of the tools that you need are there and made available to you in a virtual environment. It keeps track of your progress and gives you prompts if you are becoming delinquent or if you're getting behind in the program. It'll give you encouragement to catch up and suggestions on how to do that. And it will unlock certificates for each course along the way so that you can have that trail of achievement that leads up to the final certificate when you complete the capstone project. The platform includes support tools that include the social community, where you can turn to both your professors and your peers for guidance and assistance. If you're stuck at 3 o'clock in the morning while you're working on a project, you'll have somebody to turn to and ask a question of. We also have that 24/7 support desk from Simplilearn that allows you to ask those questions of our support staff, both on the subject matter and on the use of the platform itself. So you're never alone in the process. And as you've met today, Professor Sandip, Professor Bindu, and Professor Subhojit are the program directors and faculty advisors for this program. So, Professor Sandip, if you'd like to go through the organization.
You want to
Yes.
introduction? Okay. So thanks a lot again, Stuart. So I am one of the program director along with Professor Bindu, and I am basically part of the marketing department in IMT Ghaziabad. And you know that IMT Ghaziabad is known for its marketing department. And the courses I take, my research is primarily application of technology in sales and marketing. And prior to joining academia, I worked long time in industry with large companies like IBM, Ericsson, Siemens. So wish you all the best, and you would have the best of learning in this program. Professor Bindu.
Thank you, Professor Sandip. Good evening. I'm Professor Bindu Gupta. I'm a faculty from Metro and OB area. That's why I mentioned I'm not teaching this program. However, with Professor Sandip, I coordinate this program. I'm a PhD in psychology from IIT Kanpur, and with IMT, my association is around more than 20 years. Lastly, I've been in academia in my career, and I teach subjects like organization behavior, cross-cultural management, and do research in which are applicable to the sales employee, like I do self-leadership or maybe ethical behavior for the sales force. So I do research on this area. I welcome to you this program, and we hope you will be make best of this program, and it will help in your career also. Wish you very all the best. Over to you, Subhojit.
Thank you, Professor. So once again, welcome everybody, and very good evening to all. So I am Subhojit Sengupta. I completed my PhD from IIT Kharagpur, and before joining to IMT, so I worked at one of the another base schools that you might know is like TAPME. Okay, so my area of specialization is marketing and subjects like digital marketing, marketing management, brand management. These are some of the subjects that I teach as well as research on. So that's all from my end. And digital marketing has been, I have been teaching digital marketing since the start of my career in academics. So I really feel much more motivated towards this subject, and its subject is very close to my heart. So I wish you all the very best, and I hope maximum of you could able to take the maximum benefit out of this course. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, professors. And again,
Over to you.
thank you again. And we want to mention a couple of success stories. One of them from Aaron, who was able to leverage a program to reach a 40% salary hike, which is a pretty phenomenal result. And then we have Arjit, who really enjoyed the program, got a lot out of it, and is using that to further his journey into digital marketing. So we hope that we can add your success stories to this log of this roster of successful program completers. To help with that, Simplilearn provides additional benefit as part of this program. This benefit for learners in India extends for 6 months after the completion of your certificate, and it's done in conjunction with IIM Jobs. So a couple of parts are accessible to all on a lifelong basis, having to do with access to webinars, career events that Simplilearn offers online. We also, as part of the program, let you build up this portfolio of real world projects that let you demonstrate your experience to potential employers. But the job assist services with IIM Jobs extend for 6 months after you complete the certificate, and you can access them as much or as little as you want. We recommend that you take full advantage if you're looking for a new position in digital marketing. Includes the access to the IIM Jobs portal, 6-month premium membership, and this allows you to do your job search from their network of employers and job listings. Do it discreetly so that you're not on one of the more public job boards like Peter Glassdoor, where you might be visible to your employer. This is more discreet, but also we especially encourage you to take advantage of the resume review and rewrite service and the one-on-one interview service. Resume review and rewrite is important because in the modern world, a human being will not see your resume until an automated system has passed it through an AI bot and matched your qualifications, skills, and experience against the specifications of the job description. So knowing how to write your resume in a format that the AI bot can access that information about you and make the best use of it to filter you into the process rather than out, the important skill. At the same time, your resume will end up in front of a human being if the AI bot passes it. And so you do want it to be appealing to the eye. And when it lands on someone's desk or screen, that you want it to attention grabbing and get you that interview. So balancing those two objectives in the resume process, very important art form, and resume writer will help you develop that professionally. Similarly, with the one-on-one interview service, if you get to the interview process, as you know from being hired, you have to go through many layers of interviews, and starting with the phone screen from a recruiter or an HR person on to technical interviews with potential colleagues and supervisors who want to know about your abilities and skills, to the management fit interviews that talk about your fit with the company culture, your work ethic, your ability to be a team player. Each of these interviews has a different flavor and it requires you to put forward a different side of yourself. And so being able to practice each of these types of interviews one-on-one with a live human being, really a valuable benefit as well. So as I mentioned, we do a number of different webinars on a weekly basis that talk about different technology fields, job skills, career development skills, job search techniques. And so this is available to you on a lifelong basis. These are at no cost. And here's some examples of the case studies and projects you'll be working on to build up your portfolio. So you'd be looking at case studies from companies like Domino's, pizza delivery, Volkswagen, Give India. You'll be looking at the nonprofit sector. You'll be looking at the general topic of sponsored search. These are all different topics that you'll be addressing. And your capstone project will allow you to pick from a domain of your choice, create a digital marketing campaign that you can then use as a portfolio example of how you approach digital marketing problems and solve them. Based on what the professors and I have shared with you today, are you potentially interested in taking this program? So I'm going to open this poll. We'll leave this open for about 15 seconds because it's a yes or no question. But do get your answers in. And I will close the poll in 5 seconds from now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit submit. Here is the result. 3/4 of our audience are interested in the program. This would be then a great time for us to talk about how to get started. So we'll talk about enrollment steps. The first thing to know is that the next cohort for classes starting in May, you can take an induction session as early as 26th of April. So that's about a week away. And as I said, the live classes start on 20 May. Start by sending us an email at askus@simplilearn.net. And when you email us, we will evaluate your application. We'll verify your prerequisites, including your education and your work experience. And based on that, we'll determine if you're eligible to join the program. If you are, you'll get an admission letter. I've just put the email address into the chat so it's accessible to you. And when we say hurry, limited seats are available, you might ask why in a digital program there's a limitation on number of people who can participate in any given cohort. The reason is that this is done with live instruction, where the instructors will be asking you questions, they'll be responding to your questions, and in order to be able to give sufficient attention to everyone in the cohort, we limit the size to about 25 to 30 people maximum. So if you would like to participate in the 20 May cohort, please do get started right away. The program fees are 1 lakh 1,999 rupee, and you can use EMI financing as low as 3,471 a month. For attending this session today, you can claim a 20% discount off of those fees, which is a fabulous bonus and really worth taking advantage of if you want to get into that 20 May cohort. So please reach out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. We will be sending you a follow-up email with more details as well, but you can get started by emailing us. And I'm going to ask the 3/4 of the people who are interested, how soon would you be interested in starting? Do you want to try to get into the May cohort? Are you looking potentially at one a month or two after that? Or are you looking further down the road? We'll leave this open for about 10 more seconds. And I'll close this poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll. And close to half of our audience want to join in the May cohort or maybe June, July. So that's great. And please do email us at askus@simplilearn.net to get started. For those looking further down the road, and for some of you who are maybe still in school, please also email us at askus@simplilearn.net, and we can keep you informed about future cohorts of the program and discuss your needs in more detail. So we encourage all of you to participate there. At this point, I'm going to move over to the question and answers. I invite our professors to join on video. And I want to go through some of the questions that have come in the question and answer, and we had a couple also in the chat. So Adarsh asked about job placement, and I wanted to mention that our job assist services are not job placement, but they are assistance with your job search. So we don't guarantee a job placement or arrange internships, but we do provide you with the tools for conducting your own job search. Risham asks about if there are specific courses about SEO and email marketing, and Professor Subhojit, you can reiterate that for him. You're on mute.
Yeah. So I think are there any specific courses about SEO or email marketing? So there are modules about them. So we'll be taking different modules. We have a module of on SEO. You have a module. You can also be covering some of the email marketing aspects, but not specific as only SEO. It comes with a bundle of other digital marketing techniques as well.
Adarsh asks about the minimum salary package after completion of course, and of course we don't guarantee any minimum salary package. Oh, but you can see, that was my cat leaning against my webcam. You can see on job boards different availabilities. Did you have a perspective on that, Professor Sandip or Professor?
So we cannot say that what is the minimum salary level. I do not guarantee it, as you told, but obviously this is like new skills, and if you learn it, obviously it will help in your present job to be more effective, or to get a new job if you want to really move to digital marketing arena. So you can use this course. One is like you are doing your job, but how to use digital technology to be more effective on your present job, or people who actually want to get into one of the roles in the digital marketing or analytic also. Nowadays, there are lots of analytic on the data from digital domain. So obviously it will be lead to better salary, but we do not have any data to justify that or tell you a exact figure. Professor Gupta, you want to add anything?
I think the same which you have mentioned about it will enhance your skills. So maybe immediately you may not get the maybe benefit of the salary. That depend upon your organization policies also. But of course, in the gradually you will also it will help you to grow in your career.
Yep. And if you're looking to join the digital marketing field from outside, you can, as I mentioned, check the different public job boards and see what the prevailing salaries are. Numbers are publicly available. So, but as we showed earlier, one of our graduates was very happy to report a 40% salary hike. So that's a great, great result. I'm going to look into the chat because I think I've seen all of the messages from the Q&A, but we did have some in the chat here.
Somebody's asked for duration of the course or something.
Yes, and the duration of the course is 5 months. So Vijay Kumar asks, can you select only one topic from the electives list, or can you pick more than one? Professor Subhojit?
I think professors, I think Stuart, you would take that answer question.
Sure,
I think that would be
absolutely.
better. Yeah.
The course includes all of the electives, and you can take as many of them as you see fit based on your level of interest, which subjects interest you most, how much time you have. So you're not limited. And if you decide you wanted to take one or two of the electives and realize that you were having a lot of good results from the learning and wanted to take more, that's also available to you. So that's an important thing to know about the program, is that you can pretty much choose off of that menu. It's kind of an all-you-can-eat kind of menu for the electives. Let's see. We had a question from Thakur in the chat, which is, what is the future? What is the potential for people working in other areas who want to pivot to digital marketing? Would one of you like to take that?
Other areas who want to switch to digital marketing?
Yeah, if you're working in a, for example, somebody who might be working in a technical field or might be working in completely different aspect of operations.
Obviously, it will give you lots of skills and knowledge, and we also do hands-on work. So it's just not theory. So you will also know exactly how digital marketing is being used. And also you would have a brand name of IMT Ghaziabad and some support of placement with the Simplilearn. So, but it also depends on many things, like how many years of experience you have. You already have too many years of experience. So that may act as a negative factor, but who are having like few years of experience, but if they want to switch, I think it would be easier for them. So anybody else you want to join?
And to clarify, we have a specific question from JD on that same subject, who says he's from a financial industry as a service executive, who doesn't want to change his field, but wants to benefit from this certification. How would somebody in the financial industry benefit from gaining digital marketing skills?
So as we, I would take that, Stuart. Thank you for the question. So even if you are not planning to switch your career, right? It's not you're not taking on that, but definitely you're living in the world of digital, right? So it's very much a digital era that we are living in. So how these things are happening. So this gives you a knowledge of know-how of how things are happening, right? Moreover, as I talked about, it's how to utilize LinkedIn very effectively for your creating your own personal brand. So that's where social media marketing works. So you are eventually somewhere or the other marketing for yourself, so you can definitely add those skills to improve your to improve or to enhance your career. But it's completely fine if you don't want to change your career, right? So it's not a career changing course as well. So it's majorly enhances your skills, gives you a know-how, plus there's a certification attached to it, so it gives you a benefit of a valid certification to help you if you want to switch as well sometimes in the future. So definitely it works in that way.
Yeah, and a perspective on JD's question also is that if you're a financial service executive and you need to understand how your institution services its customers, whether they're consumers or business customers, understanding digital marketing techniques and skills will help you understand how your organization is presenting itself, the promises it's making, and you can have a better um, chance of influencing that and understanding how your concerns as a service executive get reflected in those marketing programs. So that's a really valuable aspect of the program. Manish asks, Ganesh asks if this course can be available in the Hindi language, and this is presented in English because it becomes the most accessible in terms of common accessibility across Indian marketplace. So unfortunately, we can't accommodate that at this point. However, there's always in future there will be tools available for individuals to do AI-based translations and that type of thing. So while the instruction won't be in Hindi, there will be, you may be able to find some tools that will let you understand the material better. And so a question from Rahul, and this is an interesting question because it touches, I think, both on Professor Subhojit and Professor Bindu's areas of expertise. Will it cover UI UX design as well with respect to designing SEO or digital marketing tools and campaigns?
Yeah, definitely not UI UX is a part of this, because in terms of SEO, we are not talking about, we are not trying to develop or design the website, right? It's not a part of website designing. That's a very separate course. We are trying to utilize strategies in which the already existing website can be made to rank higher. So that's the process of SEO. So it's a search engine optimization, not website designing, right? So definitely UI UX is not a part of it. So that's what is from my end. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not part of this course, but
Yeah.
yes, correct.
Yeah. Within website optimization and that type of thing, you touch on that, but this is not particularly a UI UX design course, although considerations in UI UX, which is user interface and user experience, will be part of some of the courses. So with that, I think we have come to the end of the questions available. Let me see if there's one or two that came in. We are running out of time here. Yep, that completes the questions we've seen. If I did miss your question, anyone in the audience, please accept my apologies. And you can also contact our learning consultants at askus@simplilearn.net to follow up. But at this point, I want to ask you in the audience one last question. And this question is, do you want us to reach out to you? And also, if you want to receive a digital, excuse me, Zoom is going to kick me off. Hold on a second. I'll be back. apologize for that. It has to do with when I start sharing my screen again. So apologize for that interruption. I will share this poll, but I was mentioning if you want to receive a digital proof of attendance for tonight's webinar, you can answer yes to this question. Yes to this question if you want us to reach out to you and give you more information or answer your questions. So, oops, sorry. Hit the button too early. Hold on a second. Let me do that again. Just take a moment. Foolish mistake. Let's try that one more time. I apologize for that. Fumbling of my finger. Okay, and we will leave this in. All right, thank you. Final apology for that last event that happened. We are at the end of our program, and I want to thank Professor Bindu, Professor Subhojit, and Professor Sandip for being so generous with their time and their knowledge and being so patient with our technical difficulties with the Zoom platform. So thank you all again.
Thank you, Stuart. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
And we just want to say thank you to everyone for being here. We hope we can welcome you into the learning community for IMT Ghaziabad.